Hi everyone, Shaked Bartali here. Ladies and gentlemen, yours and mine and everyone else out there, Carolina Panthers are 3-1 following a 33-31 win over the New York Giants. Thanks to Graham, you got a Gano 63-yard kick. I repeat, 63-yard kick with 1 second left in the game. Holy Toledo, what a win, what a win. So ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about the bad thing first. Then I will end the video with good thing. Typically we like to do the opposite sometime, but today, since I'm in IPAP mood, thanks to the 33-31 win by the Panthers, I'm going to end the video with positive news. So let's start with the bad news and then we'll get it out of the way. And the bad news, ladies and gentlemen, in my opinion, is the defense. They gave up 31 points. Now, 7 points came as a result of a fake. Odell Beckham Jr., wideout, throws the ball 60-yard pass, great pass to Saquon Barkley, caught the ball, escaped from Jermaine Carter, the Panthers linebacker, and the Giants scored a touchdown. So that is one thing you can say, the defense, it wasn't their fault so much, and I partially agree with that, even though I would say that Carter had to play and had to know exactly where Saquon Barkley was at all time, and he got beat up pretty badly on that play. Another thing that you can say, it wasn't the defensive fault. The punt returned by Odell Beckham Jr. set up the Giant inside the Panthers 40-yard line. The Giant had to settle for a field goal. And finally, the interception by Cam Newton intended to Ian Thomas. The Giants returned the ball deep into the Panthers territory, and eventually they got a touchdown. So 17 points out of the 31 points, you can say, not really the defense fault. But here's the deal, my friend. 14 points were clearly, obviously, the defense fault. And my concern when it comes to the defense has to do with a couple of things. And the biggest thing, in my opinion, is the Panthers clearly, at the moment, have a lack of pass rush problem. It's totally inexcusable that not a very mobile quarterback, Eli Manning, who is probably going to play one more year at the very most, will have so much time in the pocket that he will find any favorite target that he wants to. And some of it can be put on the secondary, but my friend, 99.9% of it should be put up by the lack of pass rush. Eli Manning today, for most of the game, he had plenty of time to decide who he want to throw the ball to. Now, the Panthers got lucky on a couple of plays. 2 interceptions that the senior player on the Panthers roster, the oldest player on the Panthers roster, Mike Adams, came away with 2 giant interceptions. that saved the game for the Panthers. One of the interception, the Panthers later scored a touchdown. Another one, they got a field goal. And it's very alarming, ladies and gentlemen. Extremely, extremely alarming. The Panthers, with about 7 minutes left in the game, less than that, even less than that, the Panthers had a 27-16 lead, and they gave up 14 points to the Giants. They took the lead, 31-30, with about a minute left in the game. So the lack of pass rush concerns me, and something must be done. Whether it's firing defensive coordinator Eric Washington or not, that is not my decision. I'm not the one who's making the personnel move. But if I was in charge of making the personnel move and coaching staff move, if my name was Marty Ernie, and it's not, my name is Shaquille Bartal, but if it was Marty Ernie, I would seriously considering firing Eric Washington. It's totally inexcusable that back-to-back games, the defense cannot get a pressure on the quarterback. And because of that, the Giants had pretty big success in the passing game. Another concerning part for me, the Panthers had too many missed tackles on the defense. That, my friend, cannot happen if you want to have a great season and end up winning the Super Bowl. And I will say this, ladies and gentlemen, if the defense can play like they're capable, this Panthers team can go all the way and win Super Bowl 53. If the defense keep playing like the way they are, it's going to be extremely difficult. Also, ladies and gentlemen, one thing that I didn't like so much on the offense, and that is some of the turned and short play. And I'm talking about one particular play early in the game when the Panthers were leading at the time 14-3, and they had a chance to basically end the game before the end of the first half. And on 3rd and 1, instead of calling a quarterback draw, or maybe even calling a quarterback bootleg, they called a straight handoff to Christian McCaffrey. The Giant won the battle at the line of scrimmage, and McCaffrey was stopped for a 1-yard loss. The Panthers had to punt the ball. Now, luckily for the Panthers, that play resulted in Odell Beckham Jr., the ball hitting his leg at the 3-yard line, and Giant quarterback Janoris Jenkins fumbled the ball, and R.W. Webb, the Giant cornerback, the other quarterback, kicked the ball inside the end zone. Colin Jones recovered it, so the Panthers got a touchdown out of it. So no harm done, but I really wish on 3rd and 1 you would use your 6'5", 245-pound quarterback Cam Newton and call a straight quarterback draw or call a bootleg. So that I didn't like. As far as the 2 interceptions that Cam Newton threw, the stat will say Cam Newton threw 2 interceptions. But realistically, ladies and gentlemen, you can easily blame Ian Thomas for the 2 interceptions that Cam Newton threw. Now let me say this. I believe Ian Thomas is going to be a great tight end in the NFL. But today, it clearly cost the Panthers 2 interceptions. One on the play on 2nd and 20 from the Giant 30-yard line. Ian Thomas, at the last second, when Cam Newton threw the ball, he changed his motion And instead of running straight, he ran to the right side of the field. And it was too late. Cam Newton threw the ball for interception. And a play that later in the game set up a giant touchdown and 2-point conversion, which they got. Again, Ian Thomas ran the wrong route. Giant picked up the ball. Janoris Jenkins with the interception, and he returned it for a pretty big return, which set up the Giants' touchdown and the 2-point conversion to make it 27-24 Panthers. So that, my friend, is the bad thing. The good thing, Panthers got 2 interceptions. Mike Adams. The Panthers offense overall played outstanding. I thought Cam Newton did a pretty good job of distributing the ball to the wideout. Troy Smith had to leave the game in the fourth quarter, and even though he did not have 1 reception in the game, he had a pretty big block on the play that he suffered the injury. So let's hope he's alright. Ryan Khalil, the Panthers starting center, had to leave the game in the middle of the fourth quarter. Let's hope his injury is not severe. Panthers, I thought, had a pretty good success running the ball. Again, had a pretty good success distributing the ball. DJ Moore had a breakout game. Cody Samuel had a big touchdown reception. Ian Thomas had a couple of Devin Funches, Fun, had a couple of pretty big catch by himself. Christian McCaffrey is Christian McCaffrey. What can I say? He's a great running back. He's has a great vision, and he's fast, can outrun. Usain Bolt won a couple of gold medals in previous Olympic for Jamaica. Is that fast? Christian McCaffrey run CMC. Also CJ Anderson had a couple of pretty big run. Cam Newton is Cam Newton. He played like MVP today. Again, his 2 interception, not his fault. And then, ladies and gentlemen, training 31 to 30. 6 seconds left in the game. Ron Rivera, typically in the past, with 6 seconds left in the game, he would have probably called, knowing that the Panthers don't have a timeout, maybe a short pass, maybe 3 to 5 yard pass, going out the bound, tried to get Gano into makeable range. But he took gamble, riverboat run. He went for it on 4th down, on 4th and 1. The Panthers eventually got a field goal. And riverboat run, ladies and gentlemen. He gambled, and he set Graham Gano for a 63-yard kick. Had Gano missed the kick, no one should have blamed him, because 63-yard kick in the NFL, even for a great kicker like Graham Gano, it's not a cheap shot by any stretch of the mean. It's a very difficult kick to make. The snap was good. No pressure by the Giant. Excellent snap. Excellent hold by Michael Pilarti, the Panther. And an excellent kick by Graham. You gotta know the kick was up. Right through the middle. The kick was good. Panthers win. And let me say this, ladies and gentlemen. As the Panthers lost, you could have seen a snowball coming in the Panthers season, potentially ending in front of you, because guess what? The next 2 games for the Panthers are on the road at Washington, at Philadelphia against the Super Bowl champ. You lose the game, you drop to 2-2. 6 of the next 8 games are on the road. And you know that the Saints tomorrow are playing the Redskins at Washington. You know that with the win, the Saints would be 2 games on top of you. 4-1 instead of the Panthers being 2-2. You know the season potentially would be over. But Gano saved the game, saved the season for the Panthers. I have a feeling, ladies and gentlemen, I could be wrong. I could be totally wrong. But I have a feeling, ladies and gentlemen, my friend, boys and girls, as a result of this win, the Carolina Panthers will look back at this game toward the end of the season and say, that is how we started a very special season that ended in Super Bowl 53, February 2nd, Lombardi Trophy win over, you name anyone in the AFC. This is the type of win that can set you up for a great season. 2015, Panthers defeated the Colts in overtime. They went to 6-0. I was at that game. Graham Gano made the field goal in overtime to put the Panthers on 6-0. The rest is history, as they say. So I'd much rather be 3-1 than 2-2. The defense, I already said, has to be fixed. You can consider firing Eric Washington or not. Regardless, the defense must play better. If they do, with the offense that the Carolina Panthers have, this team could win the Super Bowl. If I'm a Panthers fan, and I'm speaking to you, Panthers Nation, you might want to consider right now looking in hotels in Atlanta for Super Bowl 53. I'm not saying book it. I'm not saying that, but I'm stating try to look at where would you stay for Super Bowl 53. Also, considering starting to save money so you can buy a ticket for Super Bowl 53. Because, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this team is special. The Cardiac Cats are back. And unless, God forbid, we suffer a devastating injury, knock on wood, let's hope that will not be the case. This, my friend, could be a special year to remember for years to come. And I really think, we could go all the way and win the Lombardi Trophy in Atlanta, Super Bowl 53, like it or not. Rams, Vikings, Eagles, Cowboys, Redskins, Saints, you name it. Guess what? The Carolina Panthers are a Super Bowl contender, a major Super Bowl contender. And once the defense play like they're capable, no one, and I mean no one, will be able to beat us. So with that, before I end the video, let me say it once and for all. And 3, and 2, and 1. Sweet Caroline, oh, 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 I believe in heaven. No, 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 no. Sweet Caroline, oh, 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 I believe in never. No, 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 no. Coming around, coming around the mountains, coming around, it never know. And I look at me, look at the Panthers, look at Luke and Cam, and Fan and Graham, sweet Caroline. Oh, I believe in never, no, 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 no. Sweet Caroline, 3-1. We can go to the Super Bowl and win it for Carolina. 3-1. Keep pounding, and keep pounding. So with that, Shaked Bartal is signing off.